Hi, it's Nick from NickNet Entertainment. I've just got a little story that I'd love to share with you, and I call it Superstar DJs and Chicken Dinners. So let me share that with you now. What does entertainment and chicken dinners have to do with each other? Well, Sarah and Jake are getting married, and they've been planning their day for a very long time, and they want everyone to have an amazing time and for their day to be fun and memorable for all the right reasons. Sarah and Jake, they can't decide what to do when it comes to the meal they're going to serve their guests. In fact, they spend a lot of time deliberating over this. They do meal tastings with various catering companies over days. Who would have thought that choosing a single meal for a day would be so difficult? Jake wants to save some money, and he thinks it'd be fine to have a little bit of fun and serve hot dogs. It definitely was the cheapest option that they found. But Sarah thinks that the guests who have travelled all the way to the wedding and all those who have looked forward to a meal at the end of this long day would be really disappointed when all they get is hot dogs. Jake jokes and he says, hey, at least it's going to be memorable. Yes, it would be memorable for sure, but not for the right reasons. Having guests remember your wedding because they were disappointed is not a great goal to have. Sarah, on the other hand, she tries a caterer that does lobster in garlic truffle butter. The price is much higher than the hot dogs, of course, but it was amazing. Sarah says to Jake, now this is something the guests will remember for the right reasons. Very true. Guests certainly would remember a meal like this for completely different reasons than they would the hot dogs. For many people, it's probably even the first time they've even eaten lobster. Now, Sarah and Jake, they end up meeting somewhere in the middle and they settle for roast chicken and veggies. In fact, they are amongst the 90% of most wedding couples who make this choice. Chicken is the single most served food at weddings. Why? Well, because it's a safe bet. Many people are okay with chicken, and most people are okay with chicken. It's satisfying, and it's easy for the chef to prepare. Now, this option will definitely keep most people happy. People go to weddings expecting to get chicken. It's not unexpected. It's not a surprise, but it's not that memorable either. If they had gone with Jake's idea of hot dogs, people would remember it for years to come. They'd be talking about it, but not in a great way. If they'd gone with Sarah's idea of lobster in a garlic truffle butter, they would also be remembered for years to come in a fantastic way. But they went with chicken. Everyone was satisfied, but in a couple of weeks' time, they're not going to remember what they ate at the wedding. So what's this got to do with entertainment? Well, just like food, there are various level qualities of entertainment. Sarah and Jake, they could have chosen either DJ Hot Dogs, DJ Chicken Dinner, or DJ Truffle Butter. Each of them are going to bring completely different experiences to the event, but only 2 out of those 3 are going to create a truly memorable experience. One, because the experience was absolutely terrible, and the other one, because the experience was absolutely amazing. And the middle one is the safe option, and probably won't create much of a memory at all. It was the expected. People expected DJ Chicken Dinner. Now, consider the meal service of the whole day. It really only takes up 1 hour of your entire wedding day. Yet, couples spend more time deliberating that 1 hour for that one meal than they do about the entertainment for the full day. Furthermore, when you factor in how much you're paying per plate and investing in each guest for just 1 hour of the day for that one meal, you'll find that the value of good quality, high-end entertainment is a much better investment for the success of your wedding day. Now, if you're not prepared to pay as much for your entertainment as you are on a single meal for your guests, then you're probably not placing much importance on entertainment. And that's okay. Maybe you don't think entertainment is that important. Perhaps you feel that a meal is going to be much more memorable for your guests than the entertainment. I personally do feel that the entertainment is a really, really important part of the day. And to paraphrase a friend of mine, Mr. Mark Farrell, everyone wants cheap until it really matters. Nobody wants a cheap airbag. Nobody wants to get operated on by a cheap heart surgeon. No one wants a cheap child seat for their loved ones. And nobody wants a cheap education, because these things matter. Most people want the best that they can get for these things. Now, I don't think of a wedding as cheap. And love, your love, shouldn't be cheap. Your wedding is important. So hire an entertainer who reflects the importance that you place on your wedding. Because remember, long after a meal is forgotten, the entertainment is remembered.